Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back. Welcome back to No Lies, Just Love. Love readings by V. So come on in. Please make sure that you hit that bell, subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you like so that way the video does get out to others. And feel free to comment as I also engage. So let's talk about it. Let's dive on into this video. We're getting ready to go into the blood moon lunar eclipse, okay, on the 7th or the 8th, depending on where you are in the world, okay, but also combined with the full moon in Pisces, okay, as well. And we also have the 999 portal. Yes, all three nines. Okay, so we have some big energies that is in play right now. Now, when it comes to this lunar eclipse, even though it's taking place on September the 7th, even though it's taking place on September the 7th, the energies is going to last for the next 6 months. So these energies are going to carry out until into your new year. Now, if you want to know more about what's going on in your life in general, go over to my second channel, which is really my main channel. This is my second channel. But my other channel, which is Yipa Shamanic Practitioner, there is a full detailed video on what you can expect generally when it comes to this shift. But this channel, we talk about love over here. So we're going to see what's going to be going on. All right. This is going to be a collective reading here. All right. We're going to see what's going to be the energies in our love life. Okay. When it comes to this lunar eclipse. So again, subscribe, like. Let's go ahead and dive on into this video. All right. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have win or lose, okay? I haven't shuffled. This is like pre-shuffled. But I always look at the bottom of the deck here. We have win or lose. So it's giving me damn if I do, damn if I don't. It's giving me decisions. Do I stay? Do I go? Okay. It's giving me, am I winning in this relationship or am I taking an L in this relationship? It's giving me decisions, decisions, decisions. Okay. But let's go ahead and tap on in Divine Spirit. When it comes to the collective in their love life, what is in store for them during this lunar eclipse when it comes to love? I'm shuffle 4 times. What's in store? Okay. We got, look at that, challenging time. Soon as I broke, challenging time. Soon as I broke the deck. Okay. So there is definitely going to be some challenges. Damn, we got 2 5s here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so yeah, we got 2 5s here. So there's definitely going to be some type of changes here, some challenges, some transformations that's definitely going to be occurring. But let's go ahead and tap on in for the collective. When it comes to this lunar eclipse, what's in store for their love life? When it comes to this lunar eclipse, what is in store for their love life? When it comes to this lunar eclipse, what's going to be in store for their love life? Collective insight. When it comes to this lunar eclipse, what's going to be in store? All right, so let's take a look. The bottom of the deck, we have just breathe. All right, just breathe. All right, so I definitely feel that things could get kind of tense for the collective when it comes to your love life, okay? Whether you're with someone or whether you're not, okay? Let's go ahead and tap on in here. Let me leave that as the overall energy here. I'm going to put this over to the side. I'm asking for 3 cards, Divine Spirit. What is in store for the collective when it comes to their love life during this lunar eclipse? What's in store for the collective during this lunar eclipse when it comes to their love life? What is in store for the collective during this lunar eclipse when it comes to their love life? What is in store for the collective? All right, so we had a card to flip over that didn't quite come out. We have believe and succeed, but it is in the reverse position. It kind of goes back to what I was saying at first when we had that card of win or lose here. It's kind of like being in a place in which you could be feeling a little bit indecisive. So some of you are like, man, yo, I know that this connection can work. You know, I really believe that it can work, but I really don't know how much more of something that I can take. I don't know how much more of whatever the case may be. It could be that type of situation here. So again, there could be some uncertainty here. I definitely feel for many of you, not for all, right? But for many of you, whomever this person is, could definitely be someone that you love or someone that you really do care about, okay? Now we do have the seat card here, but it is coming in the reverse position here as well, okay? Um, so in the upright, let's talk about this being in the upright. In the upright, this is someone that is pretty much by themselves, okay? They may not be in a relationship at this time. They could be doing a lot of reflection, a lot of going within, okay? A lot of working through some things. But it's in the reverse position. So, what I want to say for my singles here, all right? There could be some temptation that you may feel during this lunar eclipse period, okay? Where you know that you are in this reflective space. You know that you're going through a period of self discovery right now. Some of you may know that you do need to have this time to yourself to reflect and to go within. However, though, the energies may feel a little bit intense, okay? You may get to the point where you're like, fuck this shit, I'm tired of being single, you know, and then that allows you to be more susceptible to connecting to someone that may not really be in alignment with you, okay? So temptation for my singles could be very, very strong, okay? And then we do have healing begins, all right? So if you are in a connection with someone, I do feel like healing is going to begin. I feel like if you're in a relationship with someone, a situationship with someone, this is acknowledging not only is there going to be some healing that's going to be taking place within the connection, but there's also going to be some healing that's going to be taking place with you and the person that you're in a connection with here. All right. And then at the bottom of the deck, we do have rest and reconsider here. So, like I said, some of you guys are going to be in a place where you get a little frustrated when it comes to your love life. Get overwhelmed here, okay? Feeling indecisive on what to do about this connection here. Um, for some of you, there could be something about this connection that may feel draining, that may feel taxing. You may even find yourself being a little bit distant with your person, or you may find your person being distant with you. I'm hearing don't take it personal for some, okay? This is just because of the healing that is taking place in this connection here, okay? So we actually have two nines and two sixes. Two nines and two sixes. So somebody was born in 1996. Somebody here was born in 69. Ooh, y'all some freaks. Okay, period. All right. So let's go ahead and tap in. Let's get some additional information. I'm going to be pulling additional information here for these three cards here. So, Divine Spirit. All right. So we haven't quite shuffled yet, but we do got bounce back. So I do feel like this card speaks of resilience after a setback, recovering quickly, determination to rise again, and can't keep me down. For somebody, this may not be for all here. There could be a person that you were in a relationship with, right, in the recent past that took you for a ride. All right, a ride that you didn't like. Okay, this person could have been a user for some. Um, I heard my bank account on E. So for some of you, you may have connected with a person that kind of took advantage of you, may have left you in a financial rut, in a financial situation here. If this is you that I'm speaking to, your spirit team wants you to know that you're going to bounce back from it. Okay? You're going to bounce back from it. Whether it's a situation where this person messed up your credit, whether this person fucked over your money, whatever the case may be, you're going to bounce back. This could just be a situation where, you know, maybe this person like really broke your heart. You know, and maybe you're coming into this lunar eclipse with a heavy heart. So either way it go, whatever adversity that you did face, because some of you have already broken up with someone, severed the tie with someone, or the person severed the tie with you. However that worked out, So you're in this place where you're coming into this lunar eclipse with your heart being extremely heavy. So again, just know with determination though, you're going to rise above the adversities that you face. But also take time. Don't be too tempted, right? To just jump to the next best thing and to move on. Take a moment to reflect because there is something that you are meant to learn from what you just went through so that it don't show up. We got two nines here. So that the patterns don't keep showing up in your life. Okay? So let's go ahead and tap on in. Let's clarify these three cards here for the collective. Lunar eclipse, their love life. For the collective, lunar eclipse, their love life. And for the collective, lunar eclipse, their love life. For the collective. All right, clarify, just breathe here for the collective in their love life during this lunar eclipse. I'm only going to take the top one. We got self-made. Okay, self-made. This card speaks of independent success, overcoming odds, creating your own path, and built from nothing. Okay, so for some of you, you could be coming in this lunar eclipse with your heart being heavy, whether you're with someone or whether you're not. Okay, but understand that you are self-made. There's something about those that's going to watch this reading. You guys are self-made. All right. And so you have the ability to repair your own heart. You have the ability to repair your circumstances. You have the ability to repair what was broken, what was damaged, what was destroyed. Okay? So believe in your ability to make shit happen, to make the necessary changes, to rise above, to overcome, to get through, to have a breakthrough. Okay? So you coming in the lunar eclipse needing to remember who the fuck you are. Regardless of how shit ended, regardless of how things has been going on in your connection, regardless of whatever the circumstances may be. Okay? All right, what's this believe and succeed here for the collective when it comes to their, what the hell? All right. What's this believe and succeed in reverse here for the collective? Their love life during this lunar eclipse. Believe and succeed their love life during this lunar eclipse. We got photoshopped here. So this card does speak of fake perfection, artificial beauty, unrealistic standards, filtered beyond recognition. Okay. Ooh. For some of y'all, if you are in a relationship, you've been faking it. You're not happy. You're not happy with the person. You're not happy with, their ways, their patterns, their characteristics, their traits, how they do things, how they handle things. There is something that is not really given right now. And whatever the facade has been when it comes to this fake it type of energy or just going with the flow of things, that barrier is being broken. So it's kind of like if things are not right, if you're not feeling right about the connection during this lunar eclipse, there's going to be conversations that's going to be had. Some is going to be peaceful. Some of them is going to be going toe to toe. Not physically, hopefully not, but toe to toe verbally. Because I feel that in order for connections to be strengthened, you have to lay the shit on the table. Something has to be laid on the table. Like, it can no longer be artificial. It's either it's going to stay artificial, which means that the connection is not going to serve you, which means that the universe is going to make sure that a severance is happening, or some shit's going to pop off so that you guys can get the shit out in the opening. And then, because you guys are going to communicate or get your feelings out in the opening, that's going to help strengthen the connection. Okay? Give me one more card here for believe and succeed here for the collective during this lunar eclipse, their love life. Believe and succeed for the collective, the lunar eclipse, their love life. Next card that came out is DM slide. So this card does speak of unexpected flirtation, direct messages, testing the waters, and sliding into your inbox, okay? I'm seeing 1111 here. Some of you are definitely on your twin flame journey. Some of you guys are definitely with your twin flame, okay? Now, for my singles here, during this lunar eclipse, that motherfucker DM gonna be like ding ding, ding ding, hey baby girl, hey baby boy. You know, it's gonna be some flirtatious shit going on. That go that temptation. Hold on. Okay, let's talk to the singles. Let me not forget that though, Spirit. Thank you for putting me on game. So it's gonna be some flirtatious energy. Either you're gonna be flirtatious with, others, that you catch a vibe that you admire, or there's gonna be, people messaging you, okay, as well. Some of them are aware and they can see that maybe you are in a connection, that you are in a situationship. They don't give no fucks. And then you got others that don't really know, but they're gonna shoot their shit with you during this time frame. Okay, so now in the process, for those that's in connections, now because shit is a little bit funky right now, right? Because you guys been faking it until you make it, right? That go that energy of temptation, right? Shit may not be good. Things may not be the best, right? And then, you got your boo from the past want to pop out. Or you got a new person that admires you and sends you a message, and it's kind of like, shit ain't been good at home, or shit ain't been good in a connection. Let me see what this person is about. There ain't time for all that. You do what you want to though. But it may backfire. So be careful with that. Alright? Be careful with that. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify these cards of Divine Spirit here for the collective, this lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse for the collective. And this lunar eclipse for the collective. Clarify this believe and succeed card here for the collective during this lunar eclipse, their love life. Believe and succeed, this lunar eclipse, their love life. The card that came out. Do I need to say more? Right? Communication. Communication is going to be had. Like I said, for those that's in relationships here, I definitely feel like there is love here. Understand ain't no relationship perfect at all under no circumstances here. Yeah, ain't no relationship perfect under no circumstances, but I definitely feel here that there is communication that definitely needs to be had, and the communication will be fucking had. It says that I'm grateful for the way that we listen to each other without judgment here. All right. I feel like it's best to have all conversations in a calm space. Because if you're in a calm space, you're really going to sit there and listen to the person. But if you pop off at me, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I'm about to get my point across. And I'm going to be selective with hearing what the fuck you got to say because it was your approach. You get what I'm saying? So, for some of you, you about that life. You know what I'm saying? Some people like that toxic shit. It works for you. But just know that there's really not going to be a resolution with that toxic shit, with that yelling shit. It's like, look, we need to sit down and have a talk. You know what I'm saying? These are the things here that, I'm not really liking, things that I want to be improved here. And keeping an open communication, because you're not perfect either, right? So even though there could be some flaws that you have with this person, compromise. Like, okay, these are the things that I'm seeing that I'm not liking, that I want to change, that I would like to shift as well. However, I would love your feedback also. Is there some things about me that you would like to change? Is there some blase skippy, like having that dialogue with one another? All right. For some of you, this ain't gonna be for everyone. It's like, you could be kind of judgmental just through your conversation. So again, it's not what you say, but how you say it. But sometimes it is what you say for some of y'all. Because for some of you, you can kind of like start a conversation off like you want to have a sensible conversation, but you start off with, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do this. Hold up, shouty. Like, are we talking here, or are you like pointing a motherfucking finger at me? Because now that's gonna make me go to a whole different frequency. Okay, so just kind of be mindful of that. All right, so I feel though that many of you though will have the ability to sit and have a decent conversation with one another and do come to some type of resolution. And with that, it has opportunity to move forth in the right direction. Okay? And for some of you, you're going to realize that it's just a waste of fucking time. You realize that this person is unstable, their characteristic is unstable, the relationship just feels unstable. And so some of you are going to realize, like, even through the communication, okay, I see that I may need to stop this situation here. Even though I believe that it has opportunity to be something amazing. As of this point in time, it's unstable. So I must exit left. Because if you look at both of these cards here, this here is a reflection of her. So it's literally one person here. All right? It's literally one person here. So, it's kind of giving me like some of you, don't mind choosing you at the end of the day. I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. Okay, let's go ahead and tap into the Seek card for the collective during this lunar eclipse. Clarify the Seek in reverse. Lunar eclipse, their love life. Seek, lunar eclipse, their love life. All right, we have Ascension. So for those that are single here, all right, and you don't have any actual attachment to anyone, being in this energy is a space, again, of reflection, of going within. This is like the Hermit card in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, okay? Self-discovery, right? So many of those that's single, you're going to be going through a massive ascension. But this is just not limited to, though, the singles. Because if you are in a relationship, there's going to be healing, all right? So either you are going to be going through an ascension, your person is going to be going through ascension, or shit, depending on the frequency of the connection that you and this person hold, you may be going through an ascension together. Okay, so if you are in a relationship and you're going to be going through an ascension, you may be pulling back a little bit from your partner. Your partner may be pulling a little bit back from you, but it's not personal. It's because they're going through some healing right now. They're trying to understand things. They're trying to figure some things out. They're reflecting on some things, okay? So ascension is all about spiritual growth here, higher awareness, next level consciousness, and elevating yourself. So either way, there is a sense of elevation that is happening in the collective here, all right? Surrounding themselves. Understand that even though we're talking about love, right, we also have to incorporate the love for ourselves as well, because that's a part of your love life. All right. All right, give me one more card for Seek for the collective, the lunar eclipse, their love life. Seek. Okay. The inner child. So the collective, single, not single, you're healing. Your partner's healing. What are you healing? Your inner child wounds. Okay? Some people be like, oh, I thought I healed that. Do you know that there is different stages in your inner child wounds? Okay? It's kind of like, let me just, because I don't want to make it confusing and get off track. There's different stages here. Okay? So let's just say, for an example, right? You have an inner child wound surrounding rejection, right? But you've healed that level of rejection when it comes to family, right? You've healed that part. You have rejection issues, and they come from your childhood. But you've healed the family rejection, but you haven't healed the rejection from lovers, from partners, from work, from things of that nature. It's levels to shit. So just because you may have conquered one aspect of rejection, one aspect of your abandonment issues, there's different levels to that shit. Okay? So again, you're going to be healing some aspect of your inner child wounds. And so can this person. If you're in a connection, if you're not, again, focusing on you. So for those that's single here, during this time frame of you going within, of you reflecting, you're going to be reconnecting back to your joy. You're going to be getting back to the things that once made you happy. Okay? Some of you guys are going to be doing some shit that you used to do as a child. You know? It was revealed to me a few weeks back, right? I had done a reading. And it was speaking of healing your inner child, or you're going to be tapping into your inner child, right? Not knowing that I had made some sloppy joe. If you know, you know, right? I had made some sloppy joe. I stopped eating that. That was my shit when I was a kid. I stopped eating that. But my babies and my youngest daughter, she loves sloppy joe. So she was like, Mom, can I get some sloppy joe? So I surprised her the following day by making sure when she got home, she had us some sloppy joe. So I decided, like, you know what? I got a taste for some too. So I'm sitting down, I'm eating my sloppy joe, and I heard Spirit say, you're tapping into your inner child. So see, the reason I'm saying that is it could be things just that small, just that simple, you know? Like one day I was doing my hair and I decided to wear 2 ponytails. I'm grown as fuck. I looked as sexy as hell with that shit too. Clock that T. But I had 2 ponytails. And Spirit was like, that's your inner child. Like, so sometimes tapping into your inner child could be something very small that sometimes we just bypass. So you could be going back to things that you used to do, that you used to like. Okay? Again, just reconnecting to your inner child. Reconnecting to your innocence here. All right? And this could be you. This could be your person, depending on where you are. All right, Divine Spirit, what's the C card in reverse for the collective during this lunar eclipse or love life? All right, so the card that came out is benched. Okay, so what's happening here? Let's look at this. This is like a heart being broken, right? So this means that you're healing. You're healing your heart space. You're healing your heart chakra. You're healing the wounds pertaining to your childhood that affected you, that impacted you. Not even noticing that the reason that you're healing your inner child is because it's impacting how you receive partners, how you go after partners, and how it is impacting your relationship from growing. Okay? So, bench, it says, I'll give you just enough attention to keep you around as a backup option. This is what I'm talking about for my singles here. Temptation, gonna be a motherfucker. So if you said to yourself, I'm about to take a break, I'm gonna give myself time to heal, to go within, to focus on me, to pour into me, stay committed to that shit. Until you know that you are ready to move forward. Now, you ain't got to be fully healed, because you ain't going to never be fully healed. Because once you hear one thing, life going to give you something else to work on. This is school. Duh. Once you get done with school, you go to heaven. So that means you're going to keep getting lessons. But when you feel within your spirit that you are ready to get back out there, then by any means do so. But don't let temptation, don't let you hanging out with the girls, a good night with the girls and shit, and you done already set a commitment to yourself that you gonna work on you. And your girl's like, girl, you see him over there? Girl, you should holler at him. You should be careful with that, because you may get some shit that's gonna fuck around and break your heart, and you're gonna have to start the process all over again. Okay? Anybody got time for that? All right. But do you, because sometimes that shit works. You be surprised. I hear a lot of stories. A lot of different stories. So whatever floats your boat, I'm just a messenger. Okay? Let's go ahead and tap into this. Healing begins here for the collective in their love life. Healing begins the collective, their love life. Lunar eclipse. Healing begins. We have false alarm here. False alarm. Okay, some of you, like I said, you're on the twin flame journey. But some of you are going to find out that this is a false twin flame. Some of you already found out. You've broken up with this person. This person broken up with you. It was a fucking vibe. It was chemistry there. It felt good. It was a little challenging though, but it was a vibe. You enjoyed it. But now the ties have been severed. And now you're realizing that this person was just a false twin flame. And once that acceptance, that realization happens, the healing can begin. That's for some or someone. Now, the message here says exaggerated panic, unnecessary drama, overreaction to minor events. Okay? So, with this healing and this lunar eclipse, healing is your emotions. Healing is vulnerability. Healing is cracking open the heart space. When you're vulnerable, you're more emotional. All right? So get grounded. Get grounded, right? So that you don't pop the fuck off. So, emotions could flare during this time frame. Think before you speak. Think before you act. Okay? Pause before acting. The word of the day is pause before acting here. Some of you that's been faking it till you make it, you're going to realize that maybe this person just likes drama. And you're not about that life. You like, look, I've come out of this space of going within. I've been healing myself. And I can see that you are full of drama. You're creating drama around me. So I'm going to have to cut you off. I'm going to have to let you go because I'm healed enough to know ain't nobody got time for that. That's going to be somebody's situation. That ain't going to be for everybody though. Okay? Try not during this time frame, especially if you are in a romantic connection, try not to make something bigger than what it is. Because emotions are going to be heavy. All right, you're going to be tripping a little bit more. I keep telling you, stop leaving the fucking toilet seat up. Like, pipe down. Like, why are you doing the most? Is there something really deeper going on here? Do we need to talk about something? You know what I'm saying? So what's this healing begins for the collective here? Lunar eclipse, their love life. Me versus me. Me versus me. Like I said, some of you, you know, this ascension here is going to really having you looking at yourself and looking at your person. Looking at yourself and looking at your person. Looking at yourself and looking at your person. Like, is this really what I want? Some of you are going to say, yes, it is. Some of you are going to be like, no, it's not. This me versus me card, it just goes back to just me, myself, and I. Oh, just me, myself, and I. Some of you like, look, fuck it. I can do bad all by myself. I don't need no help to starve to death. Okay? This is about, though, self-competition, personal growth, becoming better than yesterday. Your only competition. I feel that this is a lot of personal growth that's really going to be happening with the collective. And I feel like this personal growth here is either going to bring you closer or it's going to tear you apart if you're in a connection here. Some of you guys may continue to keep this person around. Some of you may continue to keep this person around as you're still going through the process of healing. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes, just by you working on healing yourself, you'll be surprised, because some of you, it may not be the person that's the issue. Now, this ain't going to be for everybody. For some of you, it's not the person you with that's the issue. For some of you, you are your own damn issue. So once you start, again, no lies but just love. No lies, just love. Some of you are the damn issue. And the moment that you start really healing yourself, you're going to realize, like, hold on, I don't really have to let this person go, because shit done started getting better. Damn, it was my inner child wounds. What the hell? What the hell, Yanye? What the hell? Now, for some, I kind of saw that with competition here. For some, alright, it's gonna be some shit. It's gonna be some bullshit, Geraldo. It's gonna be some bullshit, Geraldo. Side piece here. Okay? For some of you, gonna be a little wake-up call in your connection. This could be y'all being sneaky and shit, texting, you know what I'm saying, being tempting, because, you know, shorty ain't doing what he needs to do. She ain't doing what she needs to do, whatever the case may be, LGBTQ community, whatever, okay? For others, this could be him. This could be him on some secret shit while you sleep, while you laying down at night, while you upstairs in a room. This nigga is female, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's for some. What's this healing begins here for the collective during this lunar eclipse? What's this healing begins for the collective love life? Healing begins, the collective. The card that came out is toxic. Like I said, some of you going to be like, you know what? This is just some toxic shit. I'm up. For some of you, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there could be some sneaky shit going on that's going to happen, but it ain't shit going to really come from it. But it's kind of like this is a habit for this person, though. Either they doing some shit that they know they shouldn't be doing in the first fucking place, and they keep doing this shit. So some of you guys, again, goes back to what I said at the beginning, going to be placed and forced with making a decision. Okay? It says, if our relationship is going to have such a negative impact on your mental health, maybe you're better off without them. And this is what's going to be the thing. For some of you, because you're going to be elevating, because you're going to be healing, because you're leveling the fuck up, you're going to, it's kind of like your nervous system is going to go a little haywire, you know, because it's like, you know, at first you was adapting to that shit. You was working with that shit. You was managing that shit. But now, because you're healing and elevating, it's too motherfucking toxic for your frequency. It's fucking up your nerves. It's fucking up your aura. It's fucking up your mental state. So you like, you know what? This ain't even worth it here. Okay? It ain't even worth it. I forgot to use these cards here. So we're going to use these cards here. Any additional information here that you have for the collective here when it comes to their love life during this lunar eclipse? Any additional information for the collective, this lunar eclipse, their love life? The collective, this lunar eclipse, their love life. All right. Their love life during this lunar eclipse. Their love life during this lunar eclipse. Their love life during this lunar eclipse. So we have the lifeguard. All right, some of you guys are 28. Some of your person is 28. It says heroic and sun-kissed. Do you need the rescuer or the rescue? Okay, I'm going to read these out the book here, because I love these messages. So these are like archetypes of the person that you're with, archetypes of the person that's going to be coming into your life. Okay, so we do have the lifeguard. Another thing is that before I get into this, I just saw something here in this image. Um, for some of you, you're going to be healing this Captain Save a whole energy that you guys have. Like, oh, poor Stink. Him going through some things. She going through some things. I can help him. I can help her. You going to be healing this Captain Save a whole energy. Okay? In some shape or form for those that it resonates with. Again, no lies, just love. All right? I'm the messenger. So, it says what he is. It says the lifeguard is always ready to save you from life's challenges. Okay? He's heroic and reliable, making you feel safe. But his identity revolves around being the hero. It feels good to be his focus, but are you losing your own strength? Okay? Some of you are going to be realizing how maybe you've been pouring more into your person than what you've been really pouring into yourself. Okay? It says what he represents. This card is about wanting to be saved, but also urges you to find your own power. All right? So, if you're in a relationship, it's okay with helping. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're in a relationship with them, you're supposed to help them out like they're supposed to help you. But don't fucking lose yourself or get drowned trying to help their ass. I don't give a fuck. Don't do that. Because you came in this world alone, you're going to leave alone. Yes, the love is there. Yes, that's your bookie butt and all that. And there's nothing wrong with helping. But don't drown yourself trying to help this person. Okay? It says the lifeguard offers security, but true strength comes from within. Are you relying too much on his comfort instead of learning to swim of your own? So some of you guys, you got some codependency issues that you're going to be healing. Some of you guys, you have not been aware of this. This could be subconscious. We're dealing with water here. Okay? This could be subconscious for some. You know, you've been relying on your person too much. And you are losing your own identity in the process. But you're going to learn during this lunar eclipse. Okay? Well, two more, then we're going to close out. What's in store for the collective here during this lunar eclipse when it comes to their love life? What's in store for the collective here during this lunar eclipse when it comes to their love life? The next card that came out, the Gem Bro. Some of you are 24. Your person could be 24. We got the Gem Bro. This card says sculpted and confident. All muscles, all hustle. Protein shakes not included. All right. Some of you guys may actually meet your person at the gym, especially if you're single here. So if you go to a gym, there could be someone that's admiring you there during this time frame. So let's see what he is, okay? The Gym Bro is strength. He's got discipline, focus, and a body that can be carved from stone. He takes pride in his appearance, and he's confident, and that's undeniable. He'll encourage you to hit the gym. But when it comes to deep conversations, you might find more protein powder than substance. Let's stop right there. He'll encourage you to hit the gym. But when it comes to deep conversations, you might find more protein powder than substance. So this is giving me the energy here where what I'm getting from this message, and you take your own interpretation as well, but what I'm seeing in my third eye is that the physical appearance of this person may be like, ooh, want to taste you. You know what I'm saying? Like giving me like, let's get X-rated type of energy. Like you fine, you're sexy, you know, like it's a vibe. You loving what you see. But once you have that conversation with this person, it's like, what the hell? What the hell, y'all? Okay? For some of you, this person, something about health here as well. So either you could be experiencing some health issues during this time frame or your person will. It says he's health conscious, but sometimes that's all he's conscious of. This is giving me egotistical. This is giving me arrogant. This is giving me self-centered. This is giving me the fucking world does not revolve around you. Pipe down. So I don't know if this is going to be your energy or your person's energy here. What he represents. This card stands for confidence, dedication, and physical attraction. The gym bro wants you to be your best. But remember, true strength also lies within. He looks good, but is there more underneath the surface? So, looks can be motherfucking deceiving. All is not what it appears to fucking be. The body may look fine, may look good, may look sexy, may everything that you have wanted. But behind all that, what else does this person has to offer? Okay? This is lust. This is lust. This is lustful energy here. What else can this person bring to the table? Now, if this is all you seeking, by all means, hop on it, to it, ride it. All right, this definitely got to be 18 plus. Okay, give me one more card here for the collective when it comes to their love life during this lunar eclipse. And we have number 22, the gardener. Some of you could be 22. Your person could be 22, 222. Decisions, balance, as above, so below. Okay? Some of you may have a partner on the other side as well. So we have the gardener here. It says nurturing and patient. He'll grow beautiful flowers. Just don't rush him. Okay? Some of you guys, I got to say this. Some of you guys got a good person in your corner. You see the potential in him. You see the potential in her, whomever, whatever you do. You see the potential in them. You see what the connection can be. But maybe they're not healing on your timeline. Maybe they're not healing as fast enough. Maybe they're not where you are at. You're going to be deciding, are you going to give this person a chance to catch up to you? Which means that you need to be patient. Or you ain't got time for that. And hey, honor yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you ain't got time to wait on this person to heal, to get where you are, then by any means, exit left. But for some of you, you have a person that really has been pouring into you, that wants to pour more into you, that wants to nurture you the way that you deserve to be nurtured. But they're just on a different level than you are. They're getting there, but it requires patience. So again, deciding, do you continue to pour into this connection or you don't? But for some of you, that's what the decision is going to be. But Spirit is saying, stop. Whoever this is, whoever I'm speaking to, yeah, I'm talking to you. Stop trying to force this person to be somewhere where they're not. Either you're going to accept them where they at or you leave them a fuck alone. You can't control nobody. You can barely control yourself. So stop putting pressure, okay, on somebody to get where you at. Maybe the reason you're at where you are is because you're supposed to help this person get there. Everybody's different though. Do you, boo? All right, let's read this card here. Then we're going to close out. What he is. The gardener is nurturing, patient, has deep respect for natural rhythms of life. He's attentive, caring, and knows that growth takes time. His calm demeanor is refreshing, but his slow pace can sometimes feel like stagnation when you're craving movement. And stop right there. Like I said, be honest with yourself. You could be at a place where you have elevated. This person is getting there. But while you were elevating, you were also waiting on this person to step the fuck up. Now that you've elevated, right? And even though they're healing, they still haven't reached where you want them to be. Then it may be time for you to ask yourself, should I stick around? And again, you got to be honest with yourself. All right? What he represents. This card embodies growth. patience, and the value of nurturing relationships. The gardener reminds you that beauty comes from consistent care and patience, but also challenges you to find balance between slow growth and action. So if you choose to stick around, maybe you can assist, not drown yourself. Maybe you can assist this person with finding the balance of their growth and action. Okay? But not demanding. Not demanding. Okay? All right, my loves. This reading has now come to an end. This is what's the tea for the collective. Understand, we got 6 months starting September 7th, where all this energy is going to unfold. All right, so anytime you watch it, if you watch it in November, if you watch it in December, if you watch it in January, the information is still going to resonate. So, I have enjoyed you. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you like. Feel free to comment below. I do interact. So, yeah, until next time, Ashe.